All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, we have a Houston Rockets video, and I want to talk about this because this is a tweet from Stanford KP, and I feel like he really kind of got this down packed here, and this was the tweet. If the gap was so wide that it's worth giving up a ton of picks for Cade, why would Detroit not take him? Doesn't make any sense to me. Classic posturing. In reality, both teams view them closer together and want to get their guy, so it should be a smaller exchange rate. Followed by, another thing is, if the Pistons were to trade down, it's because they want Green and want to pick up a few assets instead of taking him number one. If they want Green, that means they can't drop below number two, so the Rockets aren't bidding against anyone but themselves. So basically what it's saying is if there was such a big gap to give up so many draft picks, because I'll see, I'll be live and I'll get trade hypotheticals like, oh, what if we gave the second pick, the 23rd pick, the 24th pick, and Christian Wood or John Wall or something like that. So if you had to give up so many draft picks to get Cade, why would if the gap was so big that was the asking price, why would Detroit not take him? Right? So then the second part of that is, on the other hand, if the Pistons were to want Jalen Green, they thought Jalen Green was their guy, they would trade to the number 2 pick to get a few assets instead of taking him at number 1, right? They just want a little bit of assets. If they want Jalen Green, that means they cannot drop below 2, because if you want Jalen Green, you can't go to 3, you can't go to 4. Jalen Green's not going to be on the board anymore. Or if he is, it's just a huge risk. So that basically the Rockets aren't bidding against anybody but themselves. So what the Rockets got to do right now is they have to stay put. And if there's a drop price, if this is actually a legitimate case that the Pistons are open to trading away the first pick for Cade Cunningham, you need to stay put and you need to wait until the price comes down noticeably. Now, here's a quote from the Houston Rockets. My basketball operations got maybe a little weak at the end, and I just said, we're doing this. We are going to make the change. We're going to go after it and roll the dice. We're going to find that 5%. The one thing I believe you do in business and you do in basketball is you never sit still. You always keep it exciting. Not only is it exciting that we're a better team, but it's exciting for the fans. I owe it to them to give them a chance for the best opportunity to win a championship every year. So to me, this is just the Houston Rockets trying to get more speculation. Fake news. I just don't believe that the Detroit Pistons would ever pass on Cade Cunningham. And if they were to pass on Cade Cunningham, it shouldn't require an arm and a leg to get rid of him or to make that happen, because they aren't, Cade's not their guy. So if the Pistons decided Cade Cunningham is not their dude, it's too risky to be playing with fire here when you could just literally draft Jalen Green at number 1. So I don't like, I've been seeing some crazy trade hypotheticals, man, like second pick, 23rd pick, 24th pick, and Christian Wood. And it's like, dude, for Cade, they don't even want him. If they don't want him that badly, why do you have to ask? Why does there have to be so much value in a trade for a player that they don't want? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. So if you ask me, Cade Cunningham will be a Detroit Piston, and then either Jalen Green or Evan Mobley will be a Houston Rocket. My gut is leaning more towards Jalen Green. And to me, there's not really much to say until the draft. Unless news comes out in the next 16 days, I'll probably be sticking away from draft videos as far as like Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham, that type of stuff goes. Unless new news breaks out like this, I'll give it to you guys. I'll tell you guys the report. Or I'll go through a tweet or I'll go through an article and kind of break it down, and I'll give you guys my opinions. But I keep going back to the same point, man. If there is such a gap between Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green, why do you have to give up so much? I just do not understand. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen down below. Let me know who you think the Detroit Pistons are going to draft. Let me know who you think the Houston Rockets are going to draft. We're only 16 days away, so hit the like button, hit the sub button, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.